Hello my crochet friends, this is Lady Jana and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be adding the heads to our dolls. We'll talk a little bit about the eyes, so if this is something that interests you, keep on watching. The materials we're going to be needing. We will need the doll that we've already started, the matching yarn, the crochet pattern that you can find free online. I will leave the link down in the description below. Crochet hook 3.5 millimeters, scissors, a stitch marker, a yarn needle. I always like to keep around a piece of paper and pen to write down the rows. Our eyes, you can purchase a kit like this on Amazon, Temu, AliExpress. These are the backing to secure the eyes, or if you don't have those, you can find buttons. Buttons can also be used as eyes. These are wooden buttons that I paint, or you can buy colored buttons, and different kind of buttons would also do it. If you don't have any of these, when it comes to the eyes, you can embroider the eyes. You can embroider the eyes on. Also, I will be using this pen. This is a fabric pen. It's a pen that erases with water, and I will show you why I'm going to be using this. Take out your pattern and go to the section, page number 4, for beginning the head. So we are continuing our rows. Last time we finished at row number 26. Now we're going to start with row 27. The reason why my yarn is no longer attached to my head is because I did do another doll, same color. So in that case, what I do is I cut the yarn, secure my loop with a stitch marker, and when I come back to join my yarn, I just do as if I would be adding a different color. Same process. Let's join this yarn. Oop. I did undo a full stitch. What I'm going to do is I'm going to redo it like this. And then I'm going to join my yarn. There we go. Now it's in. Row number 27 is an increase. We do a single crochet and then we increase. Single crochet. Don't forget to put your stitch marker in. And I also like to pull the tail just a tiny bit. And then we do our increase. Two. And then single crochet. Increase. Single crochet, increase, single crochet, increase, single crochet, and then increase, single crochet, and then we do our final increase for the row. Row 27, we should have 18 stitches. Go ahead and count. So I've got my 18. The next thing I'm going to do, which is not on the pattern, is to tie these tail up so it doesn't get undone. And once they're tied, I'm just going to leave the tails inside. I'm going to shorten them, but leave the tails inside. Like this. And then you continue with row 28, row 29, 30, 31, 32, up to 38. I will not be doing up to row 38 on video. You can go ahead and do it, and once mine is done, I will come back and then we're going to start speaking about the eyes, the eyelashes, the nose, what you can add to your face. Congratulations, you've made it to row 38. The next thing that I like to do right now is to stuff my neck. Make sure that the neck is well stuffed so that your head does not bobble. So go ahead if you have not done that yet. If you refer to the pattern does tell you to stuff the head a little bit later. I believe it's around row 40, 41, between those rows. With experience, I like to start right now. But make sure that this is all stuffed properly, not overstuffed. Just make sure that that neck is well stuffed. And the rest we can stuff later. The inside look like this. Don't overstuff it right now because it's going to be hard to work the rounds. The next thing we do is we're going to look at where we want to place our eyes. What I like to use is I like to use pins. I like to start with these. It says to place 12mm eyes between round 36 and 35 and about 5 to 6 stitches apart. Find your middle. This is approximately your middle. And then 38, 37, 36, 35. So this is it, the in between. So that's not quite the middle, but that's okay. So that's the row we're going to be, these are the holes we're going to be using. So I take this one, go 1, 2, 3 this way, 1, 2, 3. And it does tell us about 5 to 6 apart. So I count 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's move this one time, move this one this way, and this is what we get. Again, you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 space that I like my eyes to be. Now, are they in the middle? Let's take a look. They look like they're in the middle. If I look at them different ways, I like those. We're going to keep those right there. But I don't like to work with pins. This is where I'm going to be using my yarn pen. This does wash out with water. So I will mark where my pen was, or where my pin was. Do the same with this. And now we know where our eyes is going to be. Now let me show you different kind of eyes. These are not 12mm, these are 10, but no lashes. If you're going to be giving this to a very young child, these are not safe. No button, no heart eyes are safe. Instead, you can go ahead and embroider the eyes. I start this embroider the same place. I draw them. The way that I draw on these, I'll show you. So these are the eyes of my doll. I go this way and this way to create my line. So these are like just one space apart. So you've got a stitch here, a stitch. There's 3 spaces, 1, 2, 3. I do the same. This is a space here, 1, 2, 3. And then I will do an X like this with my yarn, and on each side I'm going to give it eyelashes, sort of like that. I did use paint, and I just painted just a tiny bit so that it's not all one color, but this is how it came out. You can also do something like this. Again, to do this, let's say that you use 3 spaces. You go 1, 2, 3, those are your spaces, and then you go across like this. This is one eye, basically. That's how I did these. It's possible in the future I will go more in details with eyes, but right now this is what I have to show you. And if you do not want to embroider and you do not have these special eyes, you can use buttons. So what I did is I first did the eyelashes, Now the eyelashes, the way that I do it is you can do 2, you can do 3. So this is my space. And the next eyelash I want is to go to this space or go to this space. We're going to go to this space. So I will draw my eyelash. And then the other eyelash, I can go right here. Or I can draw it to go right there. I do draw with this. Once I'm done, if it still shows, I'll just take water and remove it. So in this one, we're going to do 3 eyelashes. This one has 2. We'll do 3 with this. So we're going to repeat on this side. Before I do my eyes or anything, I'm going to create my eyelashes. I will be using a piece of yarn. I do have some brown piece of yarn, and what I do is I like to start in the middle like this, and I'm going to keep a tail inside, and then I'm going to go to this first eyelash, pull it through, and then go back to the middle like this. Go to do the next eyelash, this one right here. Pull it through. And then again. And one thing, if you do something and you definitely do not like it, just undo, rip it off, undo it, and start over. So this side is done. To be able to secure, I'm just going to weave through the one in the middle right here, like this. And don't tie it, just keep it loose. You don't need it to be tight. And then I'm going to do this eye. Same way as I did the other eye, or the other lashes. And there you go, lashes done. Now the next thing is to find the eyes you want. In my case, I'm going to be using something inside. I do have blue eyes, and I also have 12mm eyes. These are 12, and these are 10. I do not have 12mm in color, but I do have it all blank. Let's give it a try. Which one do I like the most? I'll just try it on my doll and see if this is a 12 and this is the 10 but colored. Which one do I like? Since I already have a doll with color, I think I'm going to go with the 12mm black eye. This one. And use this. Even though it's called safety eyes, they're not safe for young kids. Place those right here, and one more. And also I need to secure my brown yarn. I'm going to go through this stitch one more time. And I'm going to knot these together. Since it is inside, you can knot them. If it would have been a blanket or something that it would have shown, you would not have been able to do that. And there we go. Cut the yarn, and your eyes are all done. We need to talk about the nose. So you're going to be We are going to be using the same color as the face. So go to your other end of your yarn skein. Also the nose, there's a lot of different ways to do noses, but I like the way she explains in the patterns. You can use this. Now the nose is 1 stitch below. So we made our eyes. If you look at your eyes is in this row. So we'll do our nose this row. In between my nose, I like to take 3 spaces. This one, and this one. I think that's going to be my best bet. We're going to give it a try. If we don't like it, you just rip it, undo it, and then start over. And then you repeat 3 to 4 times. You can do very small nose or very large nose. It's up to you. You do what you think will be nice for your doll. And also that's why I did multiple dolls, because that's how I learned. Okay, I can do it this way, that way, this way I don't like. And practice always makes perfect. One more. And there we go. So we've got our eyes, we have our nose. Let's tie our nose inside. I did not leave a long enough tail. Let's see. There we go, it's all tied. Row 39 and 40. 39, we start to decrease the rows. So let's do that. 3 single crochet followed by a decrease. One, 2, 3, and then you do your decrease. Remember the decrease is front loop, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over, pull through. Continue like this all around. Row 39 completed. We're going to start our row 40. Same thing. There are decreases. Row 40 says 5 single crochet followed by a decrease. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and my decrease is front loop, yarn over, pull through the front loop, and yarn over, pull through the rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then front loop, yarn over, pull through the front loop, yarn over, pull through the rest. So you're going to continue and do the same thing all around, and when we come back, we're going to start stuffing. Our row 40 completed. Stuff the neck and start stuffing the head. So since my neck is already stuffed, maybe I can add a little bit more just to make sure, and I'm going to stuff the head as much as I can, but not too much so it does not stop me from crocheting the next rows. This is a good time to, if you have any yarn scraps, just place them inside. Just add those inside too. I like to stuff this loosely, and as I do the next rows, I'll stuff more and more. Go ahead and complete rows 41, 42, 43. It does say here to stuff some more. 44, 45. When you finish row 45, don't do anything else. I'll explain to you how I finish off the top of my head. The end of the row 45 should look like this. So this is how I take care of it. First thing, I'm going to cut my yarn. Going to yarn over and pull through completely. Doesn't look too pretty, but we'll make it pretty. Take your yarn needle, and I'm going to stitch through all 6. If you notice, you've got 6 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I grab the back loop or the loop that is closest to you, and then I pull. Do the same thing. Like this. That's 2. 3. Just the loop closest to you. 4. 5. And I guess the 6th one is right here. I pull through tight like this, and then my needle goes into the middle, and I have it come out on the side or on the back like this, and I pull, and this takes care of my middle. And then I weave a few times, just go through like this, through the filler, and then I cut my yarn. This is how I made my head. So this is our doll, so congratulations. If you completed this, you have completed your doll. The best thing to do right now, keep on making these kinds of dolls. This is good practice because we're going to keep on concentrating on this pattern, this doll. The next video I'm going to do is we're going to be making hair for this doll. So all 4 of my dolls will have different hair, almost different hair. We'll see how many hair types I want to do, maybe just do 2. The way that I like to do these things is I like to complete a doll, once I understand how to do it, then I do a video on it and I create a second doll. This is probably what I'm going to do, is I will create a hair piece for one and then show you how to do it on the next doll. And the same thing, create different hair for this doll and then explain to you how to do it on this doll. So hope that you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Have yourself a great day. Take care. See you in the next video. Bye.